you one of my most amazing experiences. The Drive-Thru Volcano is the only drive-through volcano in the world. With a tour guide, it is better explained and you can get to know everything about how the volcano is monitored. It is closely monitored and it has been dormant for many years. The volcano became a drive-through volcano after a major eruption which split the volcano into two. In between is the drive-through area. It is my most treasured memory that will always live with me. I visited this place many years ago, and coming back to St. Lucia, I wanted to experience this with a tour guide.
It is also compared to Yellowstone National Park in the US, Santorini in Greece, and the Rotorua in New Zealand. These are all famous calderas of the world.
Our journey started quite early in the morning, and we made numerous stops along the way for sightseeing. And one of the most common spots is where you can see the pitons from a distance. And I had to try one of the things that everybody does, and it looks like I'm touching the pitons. Lunch was at the Beacon restaurant, thanks to Scotty. This is a great place to stop for lunch along the way, and we are heading to the volcano. All right, our tour guide will give us all the details.
So they monitor the hydrothermal activities in there, like the steam, the water's temperature, and the gas concentration.
Okay.
Now, the major eruption forming this caldera, geologists are saying it was between 32 to 39,000 years ago. But the last activities, a steam eruption in 1766, contained right here within this area. So it was not magmatic, which means that lava never came out. Just above the surface, rock fragments and steam, what geologists call a therapeutic blast. No one was hurt or killed. So what we can see here is what's left of it. Now, it is still very much alive and has the potential to erupt again. They are predicting a series of frequent massive earthquakes can reactivate it. We get small ones, and most times 2.5 on the scale. It is also constantly monitored. There are sensors which are placed on different ends of the island, but the main station is in Trinidad. So there are some monitoring devices. They're monitoring volcanic and seismic activities for the English-speaking Lesser Antilles. So it bubbles and steams. It's a good sign that everything is okay. If it stops, it's one of many signs that would indicate, because of buildup of pressure from underneath, then the magma chamber, it is slowly making its way closer to the surface. Okay, but the most obvious sign would be me running away from it. So we do have sensors. It's picked up there and transferred directly to Trinidad, so that the monitoring is done on a daily basis.
So we are standing in the crater of the volcano. Our tour guide is with us right in the crater of the volcano, in the center of the volcano. Yes, this is the drive-through. So we've driven through, then walked to this part where we are. We are standing pretty close to it. I'm zooming on right now, but a lot of those are right below where we are standing. All here, I'm pretty close to this, but except that I'm elevated.
Now the water boiling there is black because of minerals. It's not dirty. It's a chemical reaction of iron and sulfur that formulates iron sulfide, FeS. That is what gives the water the black color. It has also been tested and proven to have therapeutic values where it is good for the skin. Also Soufriere, that is French, it means sulfur in the air. So the entire region of Soufriere sits in the middle of the caldera. Okay, this is the only weakest point from where it is going to. So the most likely place for an eruption can be here. It can also trigger one anywhere within the Gabriel's hole.
This boiling pot that we are looking at here is called Gabriel's Hole. And the reason is because the tour guide was demonstrating how porous the soil is. And he was jumping up and down to show the tourists that, how solid it is. So he fell through. Luckily, he survived. And this boiling pot is named after him. So it's Gabriel's Hole. Not to scare you, Like I said, we are elevated. I'm zooming on this, but so tourists is no longer allowed, whether it's tourists or locals. No one is allowed to go close to the ports. But I remember as a child, I would stand very close to it whenever we visit, and we didn't need a tour guide. But now it's recommended that you have a tour guide, and you don't go anywhere near this by foot. You can stand above it, but not walk close to it. There is a sulfur spring right below the volcano. So this is where you can get a nice sulfur bath and a mud bath. Yes, there is mud that you can just put all over you, which is very therapeutic. It is also told that this mineral bath has healing properties.